All right, Jay Varaday, one of the best kept secrets in St. Louis, and I only say secrets because he left at a very young age and we hardly see him when he comes back. Especially now that he's in the Eastern Conference, we see him twice. Or once, I guess, when he comes back to St. Louis. Left as a teenager to go play in the USHL, amassed nearly 400 penalty minutes in 2 seasons with the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Did you play hard or were you dirty? Which one was it? Grew up in Cahokia. Let's hear it for Cahokia. Cahokia's in the house over here. Under the supervision of Larry and Scott Sanderson, 2 proud members of the St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame. He played for Don Morehouse, like many others here. Played with the St. Louis AAA Blues in addition to helping CBC High School win a mid-states title in 1993. He'd go on to play Division I ice hockey at Union College, where he played in 73 games before suffering a career-ending neck injury and thus beginning his coaching journey. Varaday spent 23 years coaching prior to landing with the Detroit Red Wings, where he currently serves as an assistant coach under head coach Derek Lalonde. Prior to the Red Wings, he spent 4 seasons with the Arizona Coyotes, serving as head coach of their American Hockey League affiliate, winning a Pacific Division title in 2019-2020, before joining the NHL staff during the COVID season in the return-to-play bubble. He would remain with the NHL club the following year before returning as head coach with the Tucson Roadrunners the following year in 2021-2022. Prior to coaching professional hockey, Varaday enjoyed great success coaching with Sioux City in the USHL, earning Coach of the Year honors and taking the team to the Clark Cup Finals back in 2017. He also coached in the Ontario Hockey League, leading the Kingston Frontenacs to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in franchise history. Varaday's resume also includes stops in the Western Hockey League, coaching professionally in France, the North American Hockey League, and coaching with the AAA Blues right here in St. Louis. This is in addition to winning a gold medal with Team USA at the 2010 World Junior Championships when he served as video coach. This guy has truly climbed the ladder and has earned everything he's achieved along the way. One of the best people to come out of St. Louis. Let's hear it for Jay Varaday.
No notes. I had a speech, but that's out the window after that one. Unbelievable. Tough one to follow. Congratulations to the inductees up here. Thanks for all the people out of town that came, but tonight's about St. Louis. It's an honor for me to be standing here. I think if you ask people in the hockey community where I'm from or where I'm associated with, St. Louis doesn't come up. So to be honored by this group is extremely important for me. I fell in love with the game of hockey because of this community, a lot of the people out there. And this love of the game has taken me on a wild journey. And tonight, I just want to talk about a lot of the people here that helped me with that journey. So I have my no matter what. My parents made unbelievable sacrifice to put a kid from Cahokia into AAA hockey, into CBC, into unbelievable opportunity. Those are really special people. My Uncle Al, for anybody who knows him, drove me to all my events, practices, games. All the road trips were some of the best times of my life, including the time we lit the Zarumski's SUV on fire at a toll booth in Chicago, accidentally. My wife, Joy, and Anna, they've been with me my entire coaching ride. Anyone who knows a coach, there's ups and downs. The winning streaks are easy. The losing streaks are tough. The moves are even tougher. And when it gets dark as a coach, you find out the people who really support you. And those people are here for me. They're all here tonight. These are the best people. So thank you guys. The next group I want to talk about is the foundation. And the foundation for me is why I'm standing here. Larry and Scott Sanderson. Larry, thank you for getting me out of Cahokia, out of trouble. Took a little bit, saved me a couple times, thank you. And it's an amazing thing, what friendship is. Friendship, I never made a hockey decision until I was 26 years old where I wasn't sitting with Scott and Larry at Larry's kitchen table. They've been there for me. We made all those decisions together, and it's been a great ride. Thank you very much. We talked a little bit about him, and I think if I said anything nice about this person, he'd be pissed at me. I had an unbelievable coach who took time. I was at University of Wisconsin hockey school at Brentwood Ice Arena, and he came down and he found me after, and he said, I want you to come try out for the AAA team. And that changed my life because it opened a lot of doors for me. That was Don Morehouse. He's an amazing man. He was an amazing mentor to me. Really, really special person. I know multiple people have talked about him. He was there for me. He was part of the foundation. And the next group is really about my coaching. I was in a tough spot, which all coaches get, and I got a call from Sioux City. Lloyd Ney made the call, but the people behind it were Doc Gornett, Doc Ratz, who are owners. They own the team together. And they asked me to come interview. And I was actually in a Quebec League team interviewing because I was trying to check off every league. It's the only one I don't have that he didn't read off. So as I was in Quebec City, I can't tell you what other team I was talking to, Lloyd called me. I jumped on a plane from Montreal, flew down. And as soon as I landed, I knew I was home because I was back to the St. Louis hockey community, which I fell in love with. And that was our run in Sioux City. We had an amazing time. We had amazing trips. So Doc Gornett, Doc Ratz, Lloyd, thank you very much. Now the journey. The journey is where the characters come in. Some of them here, some of them not. My first coach in Cahokia, Dave Freeman, who loves the game. Everybody starts to laugh. Everybody's got a Freeman story, but you can have all the stories you want. Everybody knows he loved the game. And for me, that's what it's really about. John, I saw you. John Wensick took us to the Pee Wee Quebec tournament. And I didn't realize at the time how important that tournament was, but you can walk in any NHL locker room and talk to almost any player, and you have the conversation about the Pee Wee Quebec tournament. So thanks, John, for that trip. The Jost family for all the opportunity at CBC, for the players before me, the players after me, all the state championships they've hung. It's a really special place that helped me move on. The next one was literally saved my, this is the best opportunity I had working outside of hockey. Dave Cochran and Nelson Land back in the day, Danny McDonald provided me with a summer job when I came home from junior. I called Dave. I said, hey, I hurt my back in Dubuque. I haven't been out of bed for 3 days. Do you have any work for me? He's like, yeah, come on out. No heavy lifting. Right into moving 100 bricks off pallets that I had to move over. So that was that week. The next week, we were building the retaining wall. Dave gave me a shovel. I still couldn't bend over. He said, hey, dig a trench. I've marked all the lines. So I'm digging this trench, working, sweating, St. Louis summer, and I hit a cable. And it was the TV cable back in the day. I was like, ooh, that's not good. And sure enough, my life lit up after that. Rick Schooley came bombing out of the basement door. I had just cut his cable in his house. He was watching TV on a Tuesday. I have no idea what you're doing at home, Rick. And anybody who knows Rick knows it was a heated conversation. And literally, I couldn't keep a straight face. It was one of the most amazing experiences anybody's ever given me, is to cut Rick Schooley's cable. That was a fantastic opportunity for me. There you are. The Federcos. I got to play college hockey with Jordy at Union. Bernie, I had 2 goals in college hockey in my 3 years. Bernie told me how to play a 2-on-1. Riding to the rink one day, and if it wasn't for Bernie, I'd have no goals and just a bunch of penalty minutes. So Bernie and Jordy, thank you very much. I think coaches get to stand here not because they're good coaches. I think coaches get to stand here because they had good players and good general managers. Players is what it's about. Love of the game and players. And just some St. Louis players we had in Sioux City. Cam Gornett was in goal for us. We had Jacob Wilson, who was our captain. We traded for Trey Dodd. We traded for Joey Matthews. All St. Louis guys and really good people. My first pro job in North America was in Tucson. And when you take a pro job and you're transitioning from junior hockey, you need good veterans. You need guys to lead the team. And sure enough, when I showed up into Tucson, there's the St. Louis community again. Dakota Murmis was the captain. So I walked in and Dakota's there. and what an unbelievable relationship Dakota and I have. He did a great job for me, helping me become a pro coach. The thing that really hit home for me is about our next group, the next group coming through our St. Louis hockey community. I had the opportunity to coach in Arizona, and Clayton Keller's there. And Clayton was unreal. We'd have coffee, sit, and talk. And we talk about St. Louis hockey all the time. We talk about the coaches he had, the rinks he played at. And it hit me that this is a community. It doesn't matter. It's not just here. It's everywhere we are. Rob talked about when they announced his name, how proud he was. When you walk into rooms, buildings, locker rooms, and you're St. Louis born, players know it, and it's an important thing. It's real. Matthew Tkachuk this year winning the Stanley Cup, we all felt that. We all raised that cup a little bit. I did. Maybe I'm on another team, but I was still excited for him. But there's one story I'm going to leave you with, and this is the St. Louis hockey community, and this is why I'm proud to stand here. There was an 2009 game, Little Caesars versus the 2009 St. Louis Blues in the Belfour Arena, which is attached to our practice rink, that I went over and watched 2 years ago. And it was actually one of the most amazing hockey games I watched all year. There was hits, there was guys running each other, there were goals. It was unbelievable. I was so excited. I talked to Barrett, and he's like, hey, come in and talk to the team after the game. I was jacked. It was a great game. I was down to go talk to the team. I was getting ready to go in the room, and sure enough, Brady Tkachuk is right in front of me. So it's Brady's night off. He's playing the next night. But he took time out of his night to come talk to these 09s, and that's the St. Louis hockey community. That's what's going to take it to the next level. That is our next group of players coming through, and that's why this night's so special. What I want is, the table over there is laughing. I got homework for you. When you walk out of here tonight, okay, make sure you help somebody else fall in love with the game, because that's what this table's about. That's why you guys are sitting there tonight. Make somebody fall in love with the game. It could be a ride to the rink. It could be a talk after the game. It could be coaching. It could be managing. Whatever it is you do, don't forget about it. Have a great night.